Astronomers have detected an extreme flare from Proxima Centauri through the use of the Australian Square Kilometre Array Pathfinder, the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array, the NASA ESA Hubble Space Telescope, the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, and the DuPont Telescope. Astronomers have observed the largest flare ever recorded from Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is the Sun's closest stellar neighbor and is one of the best and most studied low-mass stars. Proxima Centauri is the smallest member of the Alpha Centauri system, and it is an M5.5 type star, which is located approximately 4.244 light-years away in the southern constellation of Centaurus. The star has a measured radius of 14% of the radius of the Sun. It has a mass of approximately 12% solar and an effective temperature of only around 3050 Kelvin or approximately 2777 degrees Celsius. It could also be considered to have a temperature of 5031 degrees Fahrenheit. Proxima Centauri is 1,000 times less luminous than our Sun, which means that even though it is at a very close distance, this makes it invisible to the naked eye. Proxima Centauri is considered to be a red dwarf. This means that it is from a class of stars that are unusually petite and dim. In a recent research that was done over several months, researchers and astronomers observed Proxima Centauri using ground and space-based telescopes. They discovered an extreme flaring event with 5 telescopes that traced its timing and energy in unprecedented detail. Now they know that these are very different observatories operating at very different wavelengths, and that they can see the same fast, energetic impulse. The flare lasted just 7 seconds, and the brightest ever detected in the millimeter and far ultraviolet wavelengths. The star went from normal to 14,000 times brighter when seen in ultraviolet wavelengths. In the past, they didn't know that stars could flare in the millimeter range, so this is the first time that they have gone looking for millimeter flares. These millimeter signals could help researchers to gather more information about how stars generate flares. In all, the flare was approximately 100 times more powerful than any similar flare seen from our Sun. Proxima Centauri's planets are getting hit by something like this, and it is not once in a century, but at least once a day, if not several times per day. There will probably even be more weird types of flares that will demonstrate different types of physics that astronomers have not thought about before. Astronomers using the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array have found a rotating baby galaxy which is 1/100th the size of the Milky Way at a time when the universe was only 7% of its present age. Through the assistance from the gravitational lens effect, the team was able to explore for the first time the nature of small and dark normal galaxies in the early universe. They are looking at getting further information so that they can advance their understanding of the initial phase of galaxy evolution. Many of the galaxies that existed in the early universe were so small that their brightness was well below the limit of the current largest telescopes on Earth and in space. This ensures that there are challenges to study their properties and internal structure. The light coming from the galaxy named RxC J0600Z6 was highly magnified by gravitational lensing. This makes it an ideal target for studying the properties and structure of a typical baby galaxy. Gravitational lensing is a natural phenomenon in which light emitted from a distant object is bent by the gravity of a massive body such as a galaxy or a galaxy cluster located in the foreground. The name gravitational lensing is derived from the fact that the gravity of the massive object acts like a lens. When astronomers look through a gravitational lens, the light of a distant object is intensified and their shapes are stretched. Therefore, it is a natural telescope floating in space. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these new explorations of the faintest galaxies in the early days of the universe. Goodbye. Take care.